I've been told that if you do a really good job, they're going to hire you again. They'll hire you over and over. But for some reason, I wasn't getting hired over and over again. So let's talk about that. I mean, why do they bring you in? They love you, but they don't hire you again.
How'd you do that?
I see that success is not something you pursue. It is something you are.
So I remember when I was studying marketing, in terms of speaking, and I was looking at speakers and entertainers in terms of what they were saying about marketing yourself. And they would always say, you know, if you do a really good job, if you're really good on stage, then they're going to hire you again year after year. And you don't judge your business. You don't judge how well you do based on that one event. You judge how well you do based on how many times they hire you again. And so what would happen is I would go on stage, I'd do my thing, get a standing ovation, and then I wouldn't get hired again. And I would think, like, what the heck? What am I doing wrong here? And I thought something was wrong with me. And it confused me because anyone who has ever seen my presentation will tell you that I got a standing ovation, because I literally have gotten a standing ovation at every single presentation. And I guarantee anyone watching this who has seen me will agree with that because they saw me get a standing ovation. And so it confused me. I said, okay, I'm getting standing ovations at all these events, but nobody's freaking hiring me over and over again. They're not hiring me for next year, the year after that. So what's up with that? And what people don't understand is that that advice is BS. And the advice is BS is because, especially with corporate, what happens is they hire someone for 1 year, and then the next year they say, we want someone completely different, because it's the same people who come to the events. It's their employees. It's the same people. So they say, oh yeah, he was great last year, but we want to do something completely different this year. We want to do this year. And so 1 year they'll hire a juggler, another year they'll hire a speaker, another year they'll hire a different speaker, another year they'll hire a Cirque du Soleil. So they tend to change it up. And so you got to think in terms of, you can't feel bad when they hire someone else for the next year and they don't rehire you. So here's what you do instead. Instead, you focus on the spin-off gigs. You don't focus on, okay, let me get hired for the same event next year. You focus on, let me get hired for a spin-off event, meaning people in the crowd will hire you for another event. Or if it's like the employee event, usually the people in the crowd, they don't have their own business because they're working for the business. So, or you think in terms of referrals. So this person who hired you, maybe they know someone else. Or if it's a big company, like an insurance company or just a sales organization in general, what usually happens is they have different regions. So maybe they hired you for the West Territory. Now they got the East Territory, and so on and so on. So you got to think in terms of you getting people's contact information. That way you can contact them. You can do the prospecting. You can get the spin-offs. Or you simply think about, all right, I'll work with the same person who hired me for this one event, but they can hire me for different events within the same company. And that's how you want to think of it. So don't get mad and don't be like, oh, I suck, nobody's hiring me. Don't get mad or cry your eyes out just because they don't hire you for next year. It's usually because they just want something different. That's what it comes down to. They just want something different. So you got to focus on the referrals, the spin-offs, and you just collecting people's information in terms of when you're at the event. That's how you roll all day, every day. Just don't cry like a little baby.